If the lives of vulnerable children and people essentially on the streets cannot be protected, then why aren't jobs provided so that they don't be on the streets hustling?
Hi guys, it's your girl Noye again on the Noye Street Social Experiment.
So on this day on the streets of Lagos, I joined the roadside windscreen cleaners. They are mostly kids and young adults who hustle through traffic, cleaning car screens for little tips here and there. Some drivers pay, some don't, and some get really angry at them. But hey, this is their hustle. How are they going to survive? So Emmanuel was the first child cleaner that I met, and I dialogued with him, and he says that
What's the least amount you can make in a day?
But anything God just give us.
You just appreciate
and then
it.
we began. I took up the challenge. I said, okay, let's see how much we're going to be able to raise. And in no time, the other, young cleaners, they joined us, and they were so excited to have me in their midst, hustling with them. They showed me the ropes, and before long, I was navigating between cars with them, scrubbing windscreens, experiencing Lagos through my social experiment. Reactions were mixed as usual. Some stared, some showed concern, others ignored me completely. No waiting, they worried them with that. A few others were kind. They allowed me to clean their car windscreens and they tipped me, while some others allowed me to clean their car windscreens and decided in that moment that they did not have money to pay me. But I forgave them. And then one driver, even though he didn't want me to clean his car screen for whatever reason, because I could tell from the look of his face on his face that he was wondering why I was doing this. And then he asked me, and I explained my street support project. I told him I was raising money for the boys. And then his passenger frowned and hijacked the conversation. And he said, "Go and find them jobs instead of encouraging
That's not how I see it. I'm not Lagos State, right?
But I will continue to do what is within my capacity to extend my support in my own little way, and I encourage you to do the same. I'm sure that my support and your support will really go a long way in making a difference, And when I left, the boys were, hailing me and all that.
Some people, they don't buy car. They don't believe say how they go buy car for this life.
No, it's not possible.
And I believe in that.
Amen.
They loved the idea of someone, speaking up for them, rooting for them, but I knew the conversation was weightier than that. Spending time with the boys, I learned some hard truths though. Number one, cleaning luxury cars does not guarantee a tip, for starters. Number two, these kids, they risk being beaten, kidnapped, or arrested. And this is a case study. Sunday, he's a teenager that was jailed for 5 weeks for doing what? For just cleaning a car windscreen.
So one of the beautiful things about this Noye Street Social Experiment is that we're also unearthing stories of children and youth alike, like you and I, that hustle on the street.
If the lives of vulnerable children and people essentially on the streets cannot be protected, then why aren't jobs provided so that they don't be on the streets hustling? It's a conversation we need to keep having. But anyway, number three, surprisingly, the cab and bus drivers, according to the children, they said they show them the most kindness.
I suffer for this job, oh. So like that car now, where all of land they run to. Now that one they give. So if you even go to a big car, they're not gonna give you anything.
Mama, because no be action like your own life.
No be by big motor.
No be by big motor. So even they carry stuff. They carry big car. They don't go
Our shop, where small Uber, because of the
Are you serious? Uber?
Yeah.
They shared an instance where an Uber driver gave them 50,000 naira, and that has been like a memorable incident for them to date. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I want you to know that the children remember you and your reward is massive. They also say some private car owners also show them generosity, and thank you, Nigerians are good people. They always remember every kind face. They greet you well, they remember you. There was a lady that wanted to clean her car, and she says I shouldn't worry, she knows them, she supports them, and they recognized her immediately. They greeted her well, and it warmed my heart to see. Now, number four, this is now my opinion. I think that the windscreen cleaning business, street business, is the least lucrative because you might be cleaning for free as far as you're concerned. Anyway, as it got darker, we had to wrap up. I wish I could do more, but now I just had to go, and I left them with my widow's mite as
So we
usual.
have come to the end of the show, and we're going to be putting together the cash that we've made today. Thank you, Nigerians, for